Welcome to 11 plus maths questions. I have selected a good number of questions. Some of these are difficult. Let's have a look. A total of 360 ice creams were sold at Moreland School's summer fair. Look at the pie chart to see how many if each flavor were sold and answer the following questions. What fraction ice cream were vanilla? Vanilla, underline it. What does it say? Well, we need to work out that size. Now let's compare all the other numbers. We've got fractions and we've got percentage. Step one, let's change all numbers into the same type. A good one to go for is percentage. If we look at 1/4, what percent is that? 25%. We've got lemon, which is 10, strawberry 20, and chocolate is 30. When presented with lots of these numbers, we want to add them all up. So add up. So our total so far, this will be 25 plus 30 plus 20 plus 10%. If we add them all up, this is 25 plus 30, 55 plus 20, 75 plus 10, 85%. So what is left? Well, we know everything is 100%. Take it off. Take it off from 85%, so we get 15%. Okay, and now hopefully one of these fractions is it. If we look at our answers, 15%, what's the easiest fraction we can change that into? 15 out of 100. Now, top and bottom, they're both in what times table? They're both in the 5 times table. So divide top and bottom by 5. 15 divide 5 is 3, and then on the bottom, 100 divide 5 is 20. So 3 over 20 is the answer. Same school, same pie chart here. What is the ratio of lemon ice creams to strawberry ice creams? Underline the two important info. Lemon to strawberry, write it. LS. Lemon, what does it say? They've only told us 10%. Strawberry, 20%, I believe. Lemon to strawberry, yeah, 10, 20%. Well, they're both in the 10 times table, so make them both smaller. So we get 1% to 2%. Now in ratios, because we've got the same type of number, you just need to put 1 to 2. That is it. And if we do a harder one, well, here you go, guys. Let's say mint choc chip. You guys have 10 seconds to have this one. Mint choc chip to strawberry. 10 seconds, can you find the ratio for that? And then I will show you my method. 10 seconds. Pause the video now to have a go, or you can just let the timer run. No, I'll say that better. Pause the video now. Have a go, and then unpause to see the answer. 10 seconds. Mint choc chip, it tells us this is 1/4. Strawberry, this tells us it is 20%. Now we can't do anything at the moment. The reason is they are not the same type of number. So we need to convert both into that type. So we have 25% to 20%. Now look at both numbers. They're both in the 5%. They're both in the 5 times table, so divide both by 5. So 25 divide 5 is 5, and then here 20% divide 5 is 4%. So ignore the percent signs because we're just comparing two numbers, so the ratio will be 5 to 4. So that's a nice extra question for you guys. Mohammed is constructing a 3D model of a Rubik's Cube. See the diagram. What's the surface area for this? Now surface area is just the area of each bit. You see that green bit? I'm going to put a square there. Now how long is it? Well, they're telling us here 2 is just 1 cube, so 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. You see the top bit here, that is also 6. Now surface area, well, area is just a space, and we know that is length times width. So you need to do 6 times 6, which is 36. Put that on the front. Now, if we look at a cube, how many faces are there? There are 6. Just think of a dice. How many numbers on a dice? 1, 2, 6. This means there are 6 faces. Now, what have we just worked out? The area for one face is 36 centimeters squared. We know there are 6 areas. Really, I'm just saying there are 6 faces. So we do 36 times 6. So I'll give you guys 5 seconds. You can pause the video now to have a go, then unpause to see the answer. Then I'll quickly do it. 5 seconds. So 36 times 6, we just do it normal column addition. Write it with me. 6 times 6 is 36 up top. And then 6 times 3 is 18 plus 3, 216. That is the answer. Tick. Same question, guy. Muhammad is constructing the same Rubik's Cube. If the volume of the model is increased by 125%, what is the new volume? Good question. Well, let's work out volume. And if you guys don't know, well, here it is. Volume is the space inside a 3D shape. Now, how do we work that out? Well, it's just 3 numbers because volume is 3 dimensions. And with any cube, it is just length times width times height. Now we know the length is 6. We saw that before because 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Just to make sure you guys are following along here. That is 6. That is 6 as well. And here that is 6 as well. No surprise because it is a cube. Let's put to here 6 times 6 times 6, which is 216. We saw that before. Quite funny that is actually the same number. Very interesting. So 216 is the volume. Now what are they telling us? It goes up by 125%. Okay, that sounds a bit tricky. I think I know what they're trying to tell us. So the original here, our starting point, original. Oops, that was a bit silly. Original equals 100%. Put that here. That is equal to 216. Now we go up by 125%. How do we do that? Well, let's work that amount up and then we add it to it. Now, we need to go to a factor. If we look at 100 and 125%, can you see they are both in what times table? You can pause the video now to have a go. I will tell you in 5 seconds. What times table do they both share? The answer is 25%. Let's work that out. And maths is all about going from one number to another. You will hear me say that so often in lessons and during these videos. You go down here. 100 to 25, that is divided by 4. So do that on the side. You guys have 5 seconds. Pause the video now, have a go. What's 216 divide 4? Quickly, let's do short division together. 4 into 21 is 5. Times 4 is 20, put the 1 there, remainder, and then 54, puts it there. And now we go from 25% to 125%, so that is times by 5. Do the same thing here. Or really, it's just a perfect setup. When I say perfect, I mean look at the stack. To get 125%, it's like 100% plus 25%. You could just do 216 plus 54. It's the same thing. 216 plus 54 is the same as 54 times 5. Let's just quickly add that up. That's 270. So I think that is what this question is telling us. The key word here is by. It's not you go up to 125%, it's by. So that bit, let me just put that in black. Let me color code it better. We go up by this amount. So there we have it. Our original is 216. We go up by 270, I mean, so this will equal 486. Hopefully that is there. Fantastic. What a fantastic question. Now, one important skill when we are revising is called spaced repetition. Put it somewhere. Just because we do a question once today together doesn't mean the student has fully understood it. If you understand it now, but maybe the steps were a bit complicated, try this question again in 5 days' time. You can always come back to the video to have a go.